I have a couple of items. And if Russia takes the next step to reenact its illegal Crimea annexation in eastern or southern Ukraine and sends more forces over the border, harsh U.S. and EU sanctions will follow. Certainly expect they'll talk about Ukraine. We want to de-escalate, not escalate the situation on the ground, that obviously there's no way for the Ukrainian military to get up to the speed of the Russian military, and so we continue to believe that economic and political assistance is the best way and the most effective way we can spend our resources.
I was just asking if you consider it a war at this point.
And so I'm disappointed in the administration's tepid response that we've seen. I think it's time to issue the tougher economic sanctions on sectors of the Russian economy, and it is also time to provide some additional support for the Ukrainian military so that they can defend themselves against the actions of shooting down their helicopters and having the capacity, their own capacity to do that. And I think we could do that now.
Ready? Well, I would urge the president to get on national television and lay out the plan that if the elections do not go forward in a free and fair fashion in the Ukraine, I'm going to impose sectoral sanctions, which means it will hurt our economy. But the price we would pay, I think, would be worth it to bring about some stability and make Russia pay a price.
A quick reminder about the commitments that were made in Geneva. At its core,
we need to examine further steps we can take to assist Ukraine at this critical juncture, including the provision of military assistance and equipment, body armor, as well as training and security assistance for Ukrainian forces.
Country, and yet they're only giving them a very small percentage. I think it's just 10% of what.
From a bilateral perspective, the Departments of State and Defense are working with Ukraine to review, prioritize, and respond to its defense capability needs. Our aim is to provide reassurance, deterrence, and support without taking actions that would escalate the crisis militarily.
Other than people trying to sound tough, just as you mentioned,